Lotus reinvents the spreadsheet.
Improv is a revolution.
The company that knows how spreadsheets work brings you the power to analyze and view numbers in ways you've never seen before. It's the Lotus spreadsheet for the next computer. And it's not 1, 2, 3.
It's a completely different product. It's a whole new kind of spreadsheet. We wanted to expand the notion of what a spreadsheet could do, push beyond the parameters of what conventional spreadsheet technology offered.
Improv starts with the familiar, with rows and columns and individual cells. But the differences are intriguing. These labels are called items, and these names are known as categories. Categories classify related information, for example, quarters and measures. From these items and categories, Improv derives cell names, names with real words, like Q2 sales. And from real words come revolutionary formulas. Revolutionary because they're in English, so they're easy to figure out, whether I pass my spreadsheet along to a colleague or come back to my own work months later. And revolutionary because they are general. This one formula, for instance, calculates the margin for all 4 quarters. No more copying formulas across your spreadsheet.
I have dramatically fewer individual formulas, and they're in English, so I can read what's going on. That boosts people's confidence right away.
These formulas combine dramatic advances with practical touches. To add a total for all 4 quarters, I can type in my formula or use the mouse. Total equals the sum of all 4 quarters. And if 2 or more formulas apply to the same cell, like the cells on the right, an overlap panel asks which formula should prevail. It lets me choose the formula I need, because Improv keeps me in control. Then, as my spreadsheet grows, the simplicity of these formulas expedites my work. To find which formula is calculating cells, don't go cell by cell. Just highlight the row to see its formulas. And highlighting a formula reveals its cells. It's a smart approach to spreadsheet design. Improv reads and writes 1, 2, 3 files and imports the files directly. Improv helps you work with a group of items as a single entity. Take expenses. You can group them together by choosing Worksheet Group Items and naming the group Expenses. It's like adding a range name, but groups give you more. For example, an automatic summary line. Choose Add Group Summary. Improv can calculate an average, minimum, maximum, or standard deviation. Or Improv totals the group for you. Then, make your information simpler to view by collapsing the group and show expenses as a single line item.
Well, some of the reactions we've had to Improv have bordered on the extremely excited to just knowing smiles, like, aha, that makes a lot of sense. I could use that yesterday.
Build on the work you've already done by easily adding new categories, like one for products. This is my first product, compact discs. To compare 2 other products, I first add tapes, then LPs. My spreadsheet's grown that quickly. But what really helps is that I don't have to write new formulas. That's why there's already numbers in the spreadsheet. Improv applies the formulas I created for CDs to tapes and LPs. And when I want to compare my actual numbers against my original budget, I add another category. In fact, I can add up to 12 categories. easily.
You don't have to rekey formulas. You don't have to rekey data. If you want to try something, you just do it, and that's it.
You can see your spreadsheet in a different layout without starting from scratch.
Here's the forecast we built. There are 4 categories in the spreadsheet. Along the side is the product category, which contains the items CDs, tapes, and LPs. And the measure category, which includes the various line items we need to track. Along the top is the plan category, with budget, actual, and variance. And the quarter category, for comparing them over 4 quarters. Now, with the spreadsheet organized by product line, if I want to compare net pre-tax income for all the lines, it's hard to do because the information I need to look at is in different parts of my spreadsheet. Improv will let me rearrange my spreadsheet so I can see these net income figures together. And I'm going to do that simply by moving the product category to the other side of the measure category. It's a simple, single step. When I move the product category, the spreadsheet rearranges itself immediately. Now it's easy to compare the net income numbers for all the product lines because they're together in one place. No other spreadsheet can give you this power. Here's that same step. This is my starting point. By moving the category, I'm going to redefine my spreadsheet. Then, say the Vice President for Finance wants to look at budgets, wants to see how each product line has done in terms of its actual budget against the plan. She can move the product category up here and move the plan category to the lower left to instantly rebuild the spreadsheet. Move the product category up over the columns to the upper right. That's the first step. And move the plan category to the lower left. And the spreadsheet changes. It's easy to compare budget, actual, and variance.
The breakthrough is taking the information that's in your spreadsheet and seeing it in the most appropriate format instantly.
Down the hall, the Vice President for Sales wants to see performance by quarter. Moving the quarter category, just picking up the category and moving it, is all it takes to put each quarter on its own page. Move the category. Change the spreadsheet. Click on the arrow. Bring up a view of each quarter. Compare the quarterly performance of each product line. Improv removes the cost of rebuilding your spreadsheet.
Well, with Improv, when you first give a demo and you move a category of information from one axis to another, you switch the layout of the spreadsheet, people don't believe it. They stop you and they say, do it again, because they think you're trying to pull something over on them. And then when you show them you can move information around any way you want to without rekeying data or without breaking your formulas, they're amazed. They're just flabbergasted because that's something they've always wanted